to speed, up to speed, up to speed.
Live from the apocalypse. Thank you, Luther Vandross. This is State of the Game. What a night for Luther Vandross at the Grammys. So my name is Dano. I am here with you every week. I am a reformed meatloaf lover. I used to hate meatloaf, and then I married my wife. She's great with meatloaf, so now I'm all on I'm pro meatloaf now. Forgive
Oh,
me.
you're talking about the food meatloaf.
Yes, yeah, I've always been pro meatloaf, the artist. Come on, now. I'm of a generation that we don't play with Bat Out of Hell. Come on now. In New England, that's you couldn't go anywhere with that shit. But yeah, Mom's meatloaf wasn't hitting back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. My co-host joining me every week, someone who will post a picture in Guam in shorts with your ex looking happy. That's K Diggy. Thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the lifestyle, Let them know. So we have with us today, man, one of my favorite go-to artists for years and years and years and years, right? Very exciting. And we also have his engineer, which is fantastic because it was an engineer who had me first listen to this person. This is all coming together. So, DJ Ray is here and Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yep. It was years ago. I think it was in Blood Money Perez's Discord that it was Timepiece he was doing engineer work.
Yeah.
And he was like, you got to fucking hear this guy. This guy's incredible. This guy's hilarious. And I was like, all right, I'm going to dig it. The catalog was already intimidating at that point. There's already a lot of work. So he had recommendations. He walked me through it. So always shout out to Timepiece, incredible person.
No, he that one.
Yeah. So DJ Ray, I wanted to ask you the first question here. How long have you been engineering for Jah-Monte, and what did you find were the keys to doing that as opposed to other artists?
I want to say probably been engineering for Jah-Monte for 8 years now, I think. Maybe a little bit longer, something like that. I always, when it comes to engineering, I kind of just take a super engineering role and not so much of a producer role. I just let the artists be themselves. And I kind of try to keep my tastes and what I think is best on the back burner and allow the artist to do what they feel and everything so that can kind of come forward and be forefront.
And what's the distinction between being an engineer and being a producer?
I feel like a producer is really gonna try to round out a song that they feel like it needs to be rounded out a certain way, and they're gonna be doing a lot of vocal coaching, and they're gonna be telling you to do this over and do that over. And I feel like an engineer is I don't know if you're familiar with Steve Albini, rest in peace, but he's very he'll tell you up front, I'm just an engineer. If you're looking for somebody to just take what you have and make it a whole different show or something like that, that's not necessarily what he liked to do. I'm sort of like that.
Shout out to you. That's an incredible pull. Kay, I was just about to go into Steve Albini as the definition of the difference. Steve Albini years ago was on Mark Maron's podcast. I never forgot this. He said there's one album he regrets how he did it, how he produced it, and it's Surfer Rosa by the Pixies.
Oh, wow.
And not because it's a bad album, it's a great album. But he said that was my vision for how it should sound, and it wasn't theirs.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that to me is the distinction of like the producer has a vision for what the music is, and they push for that. And what you're describing is someone like, I'm going to facilitate this for you. You know, I'm a connective tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what did you pay attention to in terms of getting the voice right, laying it where it should be? Was there anything specific? Because I think he has a very different tone and delivery than a lot of people.
Um, it's always been a real light touch, to be
Mm,
honest with
mm,
you. Like, um, knowing and working with Jah-Monte, I learned sort of like his preferences right off the bat. Like he doesn't like a bunch of reverb or like a bunch of effects on vocals and stuff like that. I'm a bit older, so and I've also been doing this since like I don't know, like 2008, probably like as like a professional or whatever. And so there was just all types of different ways and different eras that I had already been through. And then the era for like Jah-Monte, going drumless, like a lot of stuff was drumless, a lot of stuff was didn't really give you a whole lot to even if you wanted to do anything to it. It's like you just kind of have to have a light touch with it.
mm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of tricks. Just want to let it live. Let it
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Um, is that when you are John Money, when you're listening to an album and it has those kind of studio trick of reverb, stuff like that, does it take you out of the listening experience? Or are you like, nah, I'm out of this. I don't like this.
No, I fuck with it. I'm just not really used to it on my voice, so
Okay.
sometimes it's like, damn.
Yeah.
But
It's just not necessary.
I'm growing into it, like, all the different sounds. But when you're used to recording in the house, you know, that's kind of like a reference point to when you're somewhere else. It's like, damn, it don't sound like
Mhm.
when I do my shit.
That makes sense. And there's more on this album in terms of just voices going back and forth and just different stuff
Yeah,
happening than there really has been before. This feels like an experimental album, but it feels like a celebration too, you
yeah.
know. Um, as of now, new album on Lex Records. It's yeah, it did you when you're putting this together, this feels like one of those kitchen sink albums.
Yeah.
17 tracks. It's like you were like, I'm here and I'm giving it all.
Right.
Am I imagining that or is that real?
Um, I made a lot of records for this album, so um, it was like a 2 year process of me creating the music. So damn near writing and recording every day in a 2 year span. You just have a lot of music to choose from.
Right.
But I don't know. In the process, I was just really just like getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like being like present and where I was when I was writing some of the lyrics. So yeah, I would say you're right.
Yeah. No,
I
that's
wanted it to be good, so
yeah. It definitely
I
felt
wanted it to
like
be
a
layered.
celebration.
My bad.
No, it felt like it feels like a celebration because I just feel like your come up has been so interesting to watch because you didn't really neatly fit in any of the lanes that were established.
You don't think so?
No. I have real I have real theories on what like and some of that was in the breakdown of like what is so special about the experience of listening to your music. Um just that like sometimes like post Drake when Drake dropped, right?
Right.
Relationship music became a thing everybody had to do.
Right.
You listen to rap music before Drake, it was optional.
Yeah.
You could talk about relationships, you could totally just kill people for 50 minutes and everyone would be happy. It's not an
Right.
issue. But after Drake, it was like, you better get on this. There's a real audience for this, and you need to do this. So you
Yeah.
started seeing rappers rap about relationships who had no fucking idea how to do that.
Yeah,
And
okay, but let clarify what you mean by rapping about relationships, because I agree with your point.
Mhm.
Like, because I think the way that relationships were rapped about, when you say rap about relationships, what do you mean?
So there was like before Drake, every album did have one song dedicated to your mom and how much you love your mom. So that was a thing, right? It would be like the last track, and it would have a sensitive piano thing, right? And it was like, I love you, mom. So we were all used to that. But outside of your mom, they were like the bonus track on the Chronic was bitches ain't shit, dude. Like it was that's not, you know, it was just there wasn't Drake brought a push and pull to the songs where like sometimes the women are getting the best of me. Sometimes I'm, getting the best. It was like, yeah, it was a push and pull to the interactivity of it. Um, so post Drake, it becomes a thing you have to do, and but it kind of still sometimes falls into a binary of like, I really own this chick. I tore this shit down, or
What the hell?
uh, it just because vulnerability is tough. Vulnerability is tough. It's tough to step in and say, "Man, I really screwed this up," you know. Um, and you have always found well, and sometimes the other side of that binary was the very gentle spoken word voiced, like I screwed this up song that was like very full throated, very like, sorry, Jennifer, I miss you, you know. Harold Melvin sample, I missed you. Um, I, I can hear the song in my head. Anyway, but you don't have that. A Jah-Monte song is is this wonderful mix of humor and danger and remorse and hedonism. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Right.
everything is in that and it's
Yeah,
all mixed up. Um, and so it feels like a real human experience.
it does, definitely.
Yeah. So that's kind of what and it feels as messy as we feel in our lives. You know what I mean? Versus the binary, which we rarely feel that way. You know what I mean? We rarely walk through the day like just in an I love you mama mood. Like that's just really the part of the day, but it's not the whole day, you know? The day's
Right.
got a lot in it. So, um, were you do you- so and you didn't have a place in this kind of these preordained categories of, you know, conscious leaning stuff. You got to look up the references to the old, these are references to, old battles and wars or whatever. Um, you weren't hitting people with Scrabble words, you know? Uh,
Right.
you were just really communicating ill shit. And um, so when you were building, how long did it take to find your groove with people understanding how you work and how you operate?
Um, as far as like, hmm, I
Was
want
there
to
a
say,
time period or a
I want to
project
say it.
where you were
Yeah, it
like,
didn't.
"Oh, I got it. You guys get me now."
Um, I want to say it's more of like everybody else called. I feel like we was already in rotation
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
of having things going. Like me and Ray was already recording every day. Me and my videographer, Dark Master, was filming every day. So we kind of like just created an ecosystem of just like putting things out. So I think when I linked with Sadhu Gold, that's when everything just everybody else caught on to what we were doing. But our workflow was already there. I think that's why it was easy to like roll into the scene because we were already just producing work at a like high rate. Everything just made more sense. I was able to work with Sadhu Gold. I was able to work with Gray Matter. I was able to work with Obliv. I was able to work with all the people, you know. Um, so just with that same work rate, it just turned it up. And instead of being based in North Carolina, now we're going to Chicago. Now we're going to Richmond, Virginia. Now we're going to Philadelphia. Now we're going to Brooklyn. Now we're going to Jersey City, Hoboken, Newark, Elizabeth. You know, things just opened up. So, but the workflow has always been the same. Like how I work right now, I've always worked like that. Since like 2017 and beyond. But on record, it's like 2017, I want to say. Like we kind of got in that bag to where it's like, all right, I don't know. I think I was doing some shit like minimum of like 5 songs per week. And then
Mm,
shooting the videos and posting them on Instagram, posting them on Twitter, posting them on Facebook with like 10, 15 people from my hometown. So it's like create a buzz, you know?
that makes sense. And that's a story that makes sense to me. Kate, like we've talked to people where like, we asked them like, how long did it take you to get good at what you were doing, right? And it takes some years to get there. Some people are good, and
Yeah.
it takes a while for other people to figure them out,
Yeah.
right? Like Prince, you remember? Okay, like when Prince came out, they thought he was going to be the next Stevie Wonder,
Yeah.
and he was like, "No, I'm not into that shit." And we did that new wave album with Uptown on it. Everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it shifted the narrative,
I
and they had
mean
to figure it out.
that's genius. Now, I
Yeah.
mean that's genius. Geniuses are able to pivot very quickly and just do whatever you know, whatever is in their mind, whatever they can imagine, they can figure out a way to get it done.
Mhm.
And I want to ask Jah, like you say, you were creating 5 songs a week. What is it that is like propelling you to be so prolific? Like, what's the driving force behind that for you?
Um, it's like a lot of different things, but I think at that time back then it was just like I was just trying to be heard, you know, beyond like the reach of my city limits. So I was working as hard as I can to be in different spaces. I wanted to perform at Pitchfork Fest. It was just a lot of things going on. Like I wanted to perform at Lollapalooza. I was listening to a lot of like Chicago-based artists, and they were doing big things that I wanted to do. So I pretty much was just working as hard as I can.
Yeah. And one of the keys I think that guided you through that, like you were talking about kind of proving out your versatility, right? Like
Yeah.
hitting all these different people. Your ear for beats has always been fabulous.
Yeah.
Um, so you've worked with, Machacha and Sada Gold and Navy Blue and just some of the finest in terms of producers. What do you look for when you're selecting beats? What do you have in mind? Do you have any criteria that you abide by?
It's a little different now, but back then when I was like first coming into the scene, it was like I'm from like the blog era, you know, of hip
Mhm.
hop. So it's that's kind of like a basis for what I do. Um, and then it's just like now it's just like updated with like the vinyl market, whatever you want to call this era. It's like, okay, with the Twami beats, the whoever, it just has to like fit in that lane of like the SoundCloud rap era of like the hip hop shit that we do. Um, so yeah, it definitely gotta have some crazy Iman Amari. I'm trying to think of producers the name, but like Iman Amari, Evidence, Alchemist.
Mhm.
Um, the Rivada, Sadu, Q3, Q, you know what I mean? It just has to be like of that era of people. But now it's just pretty much any sound that moved me, I'm pretty much working with. But there was a point in time I had to be like real precise, like, all right, it's gonna sound like this, it's gonna look like this, and we're gonna move it like this to like be able to build that solid base.
Mhm. So you felt you were more strategic when
Yeah,
you.
hip hop shit, like quote unquote 90s shit.
Mm.
Yep. Established it and then expanded. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that people come dap you up in New York. It's just like, yo, when you feel the essence of like real hip hop in like the tri-state area, it's just like, yeah. Um, so that's pretty much the type of shit that I was making.
That makes
It's
sense.
like
Yeah.
that real quote unquote hip hop shit. That shit that get New Yorkers moving.
And the blog era thing is interesting to me also because like anybody I see who has that blog era taste level,
Yeah,
they naturally activate a song.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's a different beat or whatever, they're gonna put some sauce on. It's gonna pop. You know, like because we were listening to the Cool Kids. You know, we were listening to Fat
Facts.
Div, and like
Facts.
they didn't give you sleepy songs. You know, shit had to move.
Fact.
Um, yeah. Did you have any blog era favorites like back in the day?
Like websites or artists.
Artists. Let's go artists first. Yeah.
Dom Kennedy for sure.
Oh, Tom Kennedy.
Um, Dom Kennedy, Currency, Big Crit.
Is
I
good.
want to say Save Money for real though. Like when I found out about Joey Pert
Joey
and
Pop.
all those guys, that was crazy.
Yeah.
No Name. No Name is probably like my most
Woo.
favorite. Who else?
Do you
It was a
remember?
lot of other. It was a lot of other people too, like a lot of random people. I can't really remember.
I remember like so No Name had that guest verse on that Chance mixtape. Chance the
Right.
Rapper
Oh,
mixtape.
drowning, right?
Maybe
Oh no, oh no, oh you're thinking
this is
mixtape. Okay,
way back. This is
right
back when she
before.
was No
Okay,
Name Gypsy. Back when she was
right.
No Name Gypsy. And like and I was on then she had these years of inactivity before telephone.
Right. Right.
And I was just like online tagging her, being like, "Yo, when are we getting this album, dog? Like, we gotta get this." Like, I was so into that. So yeah, that's a great one. Casket Pretty is still one of the best things to
Yeah.
hear. Yeah.
I was on Bandcamp heavy too. I don't know if, but yeah, that was like 2012. That's how I found out about a lot of Charlotte rap. I found out
Oh yeah,
De Niro Ferrara. He was on Bandcamp heavy. Who
yeah,
else?
yeah.
There's a lot of other local rappers.
De Niro Farrar kind of crossed over for a bit. Like, definitely had a darker sound, and like
Yeah.
New York cats could connect with it. It was yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, no, love that stuff. I was into the Nicholas F side of the thing as well.
Nicholas F is fire.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess if I really had to put something on it, it's like the low end theory, fat beats type sound when it comes to producers. If you can fit into that lane, like if you work on SPs, MPCs, if you make flips, if you know who SD Knack is,
Right, right.
then we probably can work.
That's a good roadmap. That's a good roadmap. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Uh,
now I'm trying to work with Mike Will Made It.
ooh, that's a good fit. That's a good fit.
About
I
to get the
like
Mike
that a
Will
lot.
Made It beat.
Yeah, no, he was. Oh, Michael made it. He's done some incredible stuff. Um, yeah, and I was listening to some of the old shit. You know, old Mike Will made it mixtape shit. I was like, God damn, like
Got some heat.
crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So talk to me now. You are on Lex Records. This is coming out on Lex Records. The experience of putting this out on Lex Records, how has this been different from you doing this yourself? What have you gained? What are the trade-offs?
It's like gaining a family, you know. It's like it's a team of people. I have a team of people who work my music, you know. So that's different than me doing everything myself, uploading things, maybe misspelling certain things, maybe missing certain deadlines. I used to have to ask all my friends to help me promote. Now I get like sponsor ads, you know,
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Mm-hmm.
much replace a lot of things get replaced, you know, in a professional way. They've been in business for 20 plus years,
Right.
so they have relationships with people that I don't, that's hard for me, you know. That's probably been hard for me to get. Um, they have a network, they have distributors. I was going like, you know, store to store, trying to get my vinyl in the stores. So now I'm in hella stores, like, you know, rough trade type shit. What else? I visit them in London, you know. I did a show in London. We've been
Oh, that's
working.
it. Yeah.
I've been working for an overseas show for pretty hard. I mean, for a pretty long time, and it was kind of hard to book. But they made it a little easier with the show I did with them in London, so I was able to meet the fans that I have over there. We was able to smoke some of the American London's
Oh,
the American London's It came from over here, but it was over there. Um,
How was your experience in London? Did you notice a difference in the crowd? Like, what was your takeaway from that London performance?
yo, I feel like the London performance was crazy because it was like, all right, I felt the energy switch. I started, and people was just like, all right, who this? Some people, a lot of people was tapped in, but I feel like a lot more other people who was just like seeing me for the first time was just like, okay, who is this? So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, all
Mm-hmm.
right. So when the first record come in, I start rapping. When I did the set, it was crazy. You want me to answer this quickly, or you want me to go into it?
Go
My bad.
do your
Yeah,
thing.
do
Go
whatever,
for it.
however
Yeah.
you
All right,
want.
all right. So I just remember making my set. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do the first record on some rap shit. Blow the nose off the pyramid,
Mm-hmm.
produced by Nolan, because that record crazy. I'm talking crazy. I'm talking like can't no yacht Q make no money off me. Tight, this crazy shit. So I do that record and people like, all right. And I think I do the second record. And then everybody's like, all right. And then when I get into the third record, it's just like, all right, like maximum energy. Like everybody is hooked. And then I just like, when I perform, I can be really casual or I could turn up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's just like the whole performance, I'm so chill. I mean, yeah, my bad, right?
You good?
So it's like the whole performance, I'm chill. I'm like, yo, 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 yo. And then we start getting into records like, I'm getting too famous. Now you're mad extra.
Mm. Yep.
And it's just like, yo, it's catching them. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I probably should do an all hip hop set to really win them over. Because you know how they feel about hip hop overseas. So
Right.
I really sat with that. I'm like, damn, I should probably just do an all hip hop set, catch them, and then move from there. And then when they hear the album, they hear all the other shit. But I'm like, nah, I need to like give them that energy of like
Mm-hmm.
this up tempo, um, of this up tempo record. So when I perform that, I feel like people are a little, I don't know. When I'm on stage, I'm overthinking too. I'm never like just performing. I'm like, nah, what these niggas thinking?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This nigga ain't moving. Nah. It's kind of
Yep.
like I'm watching rather than like, and this is something I'm changing with my performance, so I can like just really be in it. Um, Somebody could like put the thumbs down. I'll probably stop performing. That's how much like watching people I
Shit
am
is
when I'm
vulnerable, man. It's vulnerable. Yeah.
um. So when I'm performing, I'm like watching people's reactions, and I'm like, okay, people not really like turning up as much. But then when I jumped into the crowd, or right before I was about to jump in the crowd, that's when it's like it was crazy. And then watching the footage back, it's like, oh nah, the energy in there was crazy. Because we filmed the whole performance and we got the audio for it. So I was able just to go back to watch and listen to the whole thing, and it's just like, man, the energy in there was fire.
Mm.
That's the and that's when you curate your set really well like that, you can
Yeah.
surprise the crowd. It's really dope. We had
Another
that.
thing I did, another thing I did was just like doing a lot of like beat drops. So it's
Mm,
almost close to like I'm doing an acapella.
yep, yep,
So it's
yep.
just like that was just like real, like vulnerable, like really connecting with people because I'm just like rapping with a crazy fast flow. And it's just like close to acapella. And then a beat just comes back and then it's cut off again. And it's just like, yo, this shit is wild.
That's fabulous. No, we had this. I had this experience too because we threw a show in Brooklyn uh
Yeah.
last summer and we got Nappy Nina to be on the bill.
Oh,
Love her
she's
music.
nasty.
Love her music. But I was wondering, like, she's so steady and calm. How's she gonna
Yeah.
handle this live performance? She tore that shit down.
Right.
Yeah.
Tore that shit down because and this is how I remember it. Kay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
She, she found ways to switch and to different songs at different paces, you know,
Yeah.
and go into songs that bang and but not like front load them, sneak them into the middle to change the energy. Um, and it was just it. Everybody was super feeling it. She went in the
Oh yeah.
crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. We were into it. But
Nappy
yeah,
Nina to go.
amazing. One of
Yeah.
the best. And I'm getting too famous. I played the video right before dinner. My son was bouncing on the couch. That
Yeah.
shit, that shit goes, man.
A
Uh,
video crazy.
that shit goes. And this is one of the things as of now to me showcases how wide a range you have of BPM consistency.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people have like a very tight range that's their BPM range, you know? And you're rapping on some different type shit.
Yeah.
On
We
uh,
switching it up.
yeah. Was it man, was it Let Me Reflect? Where
Yeah.
you rapping over the elevator music and shit? Like the fucking shit is crazy.
You
Uh,
know, he was crazy.
crazy. Okay, what was your reaction to as of now, sonically and then delivery?
Yeah. I mean, so the album before, like it's the album before is I'm really okay. Sorry, let me
I've
get.
really never been better.
I've really never been better. So
Yeah.
to go from I've really never been better to this recent project, it was very interesting to me because I've really never been better was very uh it wasn't a concept album, but it was very tight. It was
Yeah.
very like the theme, like we knew what the theme for the album was, and you explored that theme through all the songs.
Right.
And the most recent project is very expansive to me. Like just the like the level, like I wasn't expecting you to go in that many directions. I guess I could say.
Right.
Mhm.
Salute.
Yeah. Now was that intentional or like what was because like I said that first project was so cohesive, and then this project is so expansive. Like what was your thought process regarding the expansion of the sound?
I think one of the first thoughts I had when I was making this album, because I pretty much started off making this album as a part two of I've really never been better. I had a lot of beats left over. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of beats left over. That's like if I release a deluxe version of this album, those songs would be on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I really started like writing this album like in a hip hop way. And I just thought to myself, I'm like, you have like a new situation with Lex. So you can either go in the same way or you can take a turn and bring a different sound. I honestly just battled with the thoughts of like, damn, I may lose my core audience, and that was the only thing that really like bothered me. Because I don't want to lose my core audience because I work so hard to get a core audience. And then when I started like testing the different sounds with the singles, like the first record I released was I really excuse me, the first record I released was I'm Signing Lex Now I'm Up. People love that record because it was a Jah-Monte type song that you love. And then the second record was, I believe, So You Really Don't Miss Me. So it's like again, it's like the relationship rap shit.
Mhm.
And then I released Nah You're Mad Extra, and it's like up tempo trap shit. And people was just like, okay, we don't know. And then I released I'm Getting Too Famous, and people were just like, okay, I really don't know. Yo, so I really thought I had to like, I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, it was fucking me up. Actually, not even those records. I was testing it out on my Instagram. Like I'm making kind of like more up-tempo records and I'm posting on my Instagram and people like, okay, 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 okay. It's just like they getting it or they're not getting it. Okay, this is what it was. I released it 3 records. I got on like some Atlanta shit.
Mm.
So I did the Pool Palace remix. I did something else and something else. I released it on my SoundCloud if you want to listen to them. I did like 3 Atlanta type freestyles. And
Mhm.
people were feeling them, but they was like, yo, this kind of like close to mumble rap. So I was kind of like testing the water on some SoundCloud, Instagram shit for my album to see if people was fucking with it or not. And people weren't. And again, I'm sorry, I'm about to bring this home. I thought to myself, I'm like, these fans, I kind of have these fans on some core audience hip hop shit on like on some Sadu people think I'm a Griselda-esque type artist, you know? So
Mm.
so it's like these people are my fans, but they really not my fans. They like my music because it's Griselda Rock Marcy-esque, you know, in their mind. So I just made the decision to do more up-tempo shit in hopes that I can just make more fans, you know, once because the Lex situation is behind me. I just took the chance to make more fans, you know, and they were really supportive with me doing a different sound when I told them that I wanted to try to go a different way. They weren't like, "Oh no, we signed you for this sound." They were just real supportive, doing whatever I wanted to do. Um, I feel like it worked out once people heard the album all the way. When they were just looking at the singles, I get it that people didn't understand. But once people really listen to the album, I feel like they understand because it's a ride. The way I sequenced it, excuse me. It starts off like real hip hop-ish, like the first 5 songs,
Mhm.
like hip hop, hip hop, hip hop shit, and then it goes into um, I think up tempo trap shit. So maybe
Mm. Mm.
like four
Okay.
songs of that,
Yep.
and and then it
360
goes.
photo booth, all that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
getting too famous. The second half of I can't
Yep.
remember what that song is called. Uber, no, 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 whatever it's called. Excuse me. Um, the second half of that song is
Oh, let me reflect into the Uber. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not that one though.
Not that one?
No, it's the one before the record before 360 photo booth.
Oh, Drunken Nights in
Yeah,
Edgewood. Yeah.
Edgewood, Drunk Nights and
Yep. Drunken
Edgewood.
Nights Edgewood. Yep.
Second half of that song. So that song starts off like on some hip hop shit, and then that's when I do the This Is a World premiere, and then it goes into like more up tempo. So like the
Mhm.
energy goes up, and then it goes into Drunken Nights in Edgewood, and then
Right.
360 photo booth,
Photo booth. Yep.
and then I'm Getting Too
Yep.
Famous.
Too famous.
And then if you listen to the beginning of Okay, I Know Who My Twin Flame Is, the first half of that beat is kind of like bouncy. So I feel like I was kind of like matching the energies and BPMs, and then that switches into more of like hip hop again. Because after Okay, I Know Who My Twin Flame is So You Really Don't Miss Me. You know, it's a skit. Then So You Really Don't Miss Me, and then Okay, Let Me Reflect, and then Okay, Let Me Reflect goes into the King Thelonious record, Uber from O'Hare.
Yep.
So so it goes like back, like the energy goes back up on some hip hop shit. And then you have Uber from O'Hare texting his fine shit for a month,
Right.
Instagram highlights, and then
Mad Extra.
after Instagram highlights, it was supposed to be another like relationship type song. It's called "What Did I Do for Real." It's a bonus track on spot on Bandcamp if you buy that
Oh,
album.
okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I ended up removing that record because it didn't fit. But after that record, it goes back up into like up tempo records. It goes into Now You're Mad Extra. It
Yep.
goes into King of Charlotte, and then it goes into the skit, the end. So
Number one supporter.
I wanted to like give people the feeling of like okay, of like ups and downs, you know.
Nah,
So the
that's
feeling
you did that.
start,
You did
the
that.
feeling, the album like the feeling starts and then it goes up. And then it's just like, all right, it mellows you out, and then it go up again, and then we end on a high note. Then we end with the skit, so it's just like it gets no better than that.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite song on this is probably "Okay, I Know Who My Twin Flame Is."
Yeah,
It's just like I don't know. There's such a
it's a
it
relatable song.
it's a relatable song, and there's sometimes when you are like steely eyed and realistic, but there's
Yeah,
sometimes when you are romantic. You know what I
yeah,
mean? When you're just it not in this like uh you know not in a like Tom Hanks rom-com way, but like philosophically romantic. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Someone who kind of gets swept away, you know?
yeah,
And because of that and because of making mistakes through life, when you get swept away and you bungle what you were hoping to get, it hurts even more, you know?
right.
And so those feelings are a part of it. And I just think that song kind of encapsulates all of that stuff I was talking about with the way you approach relationship music. Um, yeah,
I think that's the best record on the album. And
Mhm.
I was telling, I was telling folks we needed a video for that song, and I'm going to do a video for it. I'm gonna film a video for it in Chicago, but.
that would be good.
That's also my favorite record on the album because I feel like it's relatable and somebody's been in a relationship to where it's like, oh, okay, I feel that. So
It's also just an incredible title, like
yeah,
for a
the hook
song.
is
It's
crazy.
fantastic.
Yeah,
You've been in that mix of like people are naming the best people who title songs, and it's always you, Chris Crack, and an assortment of others.
yeah,
Um, so and it's just I think maybe you don't have the boundaries around naming titles other people do. You know, just like
yeah,
most people wouldn't think to put a comma in an album in a song title.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean? They wouldn't go that hard in that shit, and you're
right.
like you do it differently, man.
yeah, because it has to pull you. I knew when I wrote the record, I'm like, okay, to the hook is okay. I know who my twin flame is. I'm like, yo, that's the name of the song. You
Mhm.
know. Some people probably name that song the relationship song, but I'm like, no, this song has to be called Okay, I Know Who My Twin Flame Is because a lot of people probably feel that way. And I feel like it worked. Like the reviews I've been seeing from the album, people like, y'all fuck with this record.
Yeah,
I'm like, there it is. There's the proof.
yeah. It's the gambles on this pay off, definitely. It's and it's not. I don't know. I'm glad to see different things because we always people are always complaining about type beats like
Yeah,
being a prevalent cultural thing. The reason they're a prevalent thing is because there's a whole fan base set who just wants the type song that they like.
right.
They want Rock Marcy to make the same kind of song, right?
Hmm.
They don't want him to start singing, right? There's all these parameters they have, right? And it's not, there's nothing dastardly about that. Like it's like the people who go to the same restaurant and order the same thing.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's the same inclination of like, just give me the thing I like, dude. You know? But
That's
that's
low
not
key me.
art. Yeah. But yeah, that's not art, and it doesn't allow you to grow. Doesn't allow
Right.
you to do anything. It's not a fun thing for the artist part of that if they're looking to do new shit. So, um, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take the new sound every album route.
Mhm. Well, and this is a good like my, but that's I've always said this. We've got this is we're at 286 episodes or something like that. So we've got our own kind of things we always come back to. One of those things is audiences feel like they want, like, they'll tell you they want the same thing, but they don't. And if you give them the same thing, they'll be disappointed. What they want is 30% of what they expected.
Mm.
And then the rest of it, or maybe it was vice versa. Maybe they want 70 with 30% experimentation, right? But they want at least 30% that they're like, oh, I remember this. I like this, you know?
Right.
But
Yeah.
like as an example, one of my favorite artists, Ka,
Yeah.
like it's not like every album was like, holy shit, what is he doing? But it was like 30% different. Like he had expanded a bit, you know?
Yeah.
And so
What's your
people
favorite Kai line?
single line,
Yeah.
um my email for Free Music Empire is a line from Cold Facts.
Okay.
uh Grew up with good spirited goons. Now I only see them in tombs or waiting rooms, visiting rooms. uh
Golly.
and I was just I was setting up an email. I didn't want it to be like hello at freemusicempire.com. That's boring. So I was like, I need to go with like the first song I heard from Ka and the craziest shit in it that like makes me love Ka. So that was the line there. um and I'm
I
like,
got
well,
a lot of favorite Kai lines. One of them is you have to be at grace first to fall from it.
yes, yes, yes.
That line is fucking crazy. Another crazy line from him is we were sleeping in the living room. It's like what in the world? We were
It's
sleeping in the living room is another crazy line. He got another line that's like when you learn how does it go? When you get played by playing and learn how to fight by fighting. Um,
yeah.
that is crazy. He has
That
another line. He got a song that's called Children.
mhm.
They keep the balance in the hood, so let's not make them grow up faster than they should. There's some crazier lines that I'm trying to think of.
Yeah. No, it's well, and like the whole just that part of decisions where he's talking about fuck or nut or reposition, like
Yeah.
that was such an unexpected moment for someone like that. But I think surrounding yourself with the best car lines would be like being in a room with your most interesting relatives, you know?
Yeah.
You love them all for different reasons, you know? Uh, there's ones that are personal, there's ones that are like thoughtful about the world, there's ones that are just cripplingly sad. So it's all there for you.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, and well, I guess the heat
I
the
think I
heat
remember another line from him.
the heat's my receipt was a big deal, right? Remember that? Like the I own the night, the heat's my receipt. Wait, am I frozen here? Uh-oh. What's going on?
Put the nine to you and said, "Give me, forgive me." Rapping about him feeling bad for robbing you. It's just like, yo, I'm from Brownsville, and it's kind of like bad here. It's kind of fucked up.
But thanks for listening to my song, though. I appreciate
And he's like,
it.
yo, if you ever heard this voice when I was sticking you up, I'm sorry. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I
not the exact quote, but yeah,
when I went to we went to the car pop-up shop, um,
fire.
and best friend was there, when I was there, and I was like talking about the Good Spirited Goons thing, and she pointed on the wall and said that's the Good Spirited Goons. And there's the picture of him in the camo with his people from back. I'm like, oh, okay, those are the years. Um, but yeah, no, it was awesome. My internet got weird for a second, but I'm back. Um, but yeah, no, it's great to have that stick in your head. Um, Kate, was there any songs or lines that stuck in your head from As of Now?
Oh, here, let me get the. I mean, I think twin. Sorry, let me get. Hold up. I think you're my twin flame. I think I found my twin flame. That song definitely resonated with me.
Okay.
Uh, I really like Drunk Nights in Edgewood. Like the whole three-run Drunk Nights in Edgewood, 360 Booth. I'm getting too famous.
Perfect.
Whoa.
Yep. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's good.
And
That's a
that's when
damn
it
good.
opened up because you're right. Like I did notice that like it started out, the album started out one way
Yeah.
and then eventually it
That's it.
expanded.
Well,
Yeah. The sound expanded. It was like, oh, wow, okay,
it's
wait.
like,
Oh,
hold
this
up,
is where we're
wait,
going.
wait, right?
Yeah.
Like, hold up, wait, wait. This is hold up, wait. I thought we
I
was
like
going.
yeah. I like that, Kate, because sometimes there's some albums that come out where like the first three songs are heavy, momentum, and the rest of the songs are sad, and so you like
Mm,
fall off a cliff, you know. Whereas positioned where they're positioned, you
hmm.
gain steam towards that, and it makes sense, you know. There's
Right.
phases, and I like that better. Um, yeah, no, it's man, so many good runs on this. I wanted to give a shout out, Kay, to Butter Leather Weather.
Hmm.
To me, that is the best YL verse that I've heard in a bit. And YL's great. Like
Yeah.
YL is great. But
Yeah.
that verse, I was like, holy
He
shit.
went crazy. He went crazy. Uh, that song was from an album that I got with Zumo. That kind of was put on pause when I signed with Lex.
Mhm.
Um, I want to say we started working on the album in like 2022. So that's kind of an old verse from why. I
Mhm.
was kind of like just holding that record, and I didn't know what was gonna come of that album. So I was like, let me just put this record on my album, and then I put the song with Chuck Strangers on the end of that song.
That stuff is crazy. I think for my money, Baby Mother is very underrated out there.
Yeah,
She is rock solid as an MC. Like absolutely like blistering whenever she steps into the booth. And you two, the shared confidence brings that song to another level. Like those are two people that make sense with each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rock with Baby Mother. Her music is fire. Her live performance is crazy too. That's what inspired me to work with her. I seen her perform in Atlanta, and it was just like, oh shit, this is kind of next level. So when I started making my more up-tempo music, I wanted to pay respect by putting her on the song because she inspired me to really go crazy. Because I seen her live performance. It was after I got off tour, and
Mhm.
when I was touring, I was just like self-reflecting like crazy. It was just like, because I want to, like do good and like reach heights. So any little thing, I'm like, okay, this is the reason why. When I performed, I didn't wear wear like the right pair of shoes. It's like the smallest thing.
Mhm.
And when I got off tour, I was just thinking like, damn, like what was it like? What was it that didn't connect? Even though it connected, I'm like, what was it that didn't connect? Why didn't people die? Like, you know what I mean? Like die for the music, not
Yeah.
like why didn't people just like fall out on some Michael Jackson shit? And
Right. Why aren't they nuts for this? Yeah.
yeah, when I seen Baby Mother perform, I was like, these people are dying for her shit. Like these people are dying. They look
Yeah.
good, they smell good, they spending money at the
Yeah.
bar. So I'm like, yo, this is kind of like that energy that I was missing. And I was able to see that show because Lex had threw the show for Fly Anakin and Young Morpheus. And this was maybe like right when I signed with Lex. So I was like, okay, let me drive to Atlanta and see how this show is, like see how the atmosphere is. And Baby Mother opened up the show and Fly Anakin and Morpheus went after her. And I was like, yo, Baby Mother is turned up.
Right.
And I
That's
need
somebody that
turned
like
up like that.
I just have so much confidence in her abilities. If somebody was like, "Baby Mother's on this new Jid song," I'd be like, "Jid better be ready." Like she's
Right,
Mhm.
about to get crazy. Um, yeah, no, that's and this album has women's voices placed throughout it,
hmm
in really interesting ways, like in a dialogue back and forth.
right,
Uh, and it's really dope. We talked to Pink Sifu about this, about like creating environments where women are there, you know? So it's
right,
not just you talking either to yourself or other dudes, like having women in the environment, it makes it feel more of a community. Uh
right.
this album. So was that conscious? Because I don't remember this from before.
I just did it like real subtle before.
Yeah.
Like I've
Okay.
always had ad libs or drops, like my King of
Right.
Charlotte drops, my Jewelry Rap production
Yep. Yep.
drops, or
That's
some
fair.
of my ad libs in my verses. But now I feel like how I do it now is kind of like how I want my music to sound. I would prefer to have a woman on every song that I have, just because I don't know. I feel like I like just like formulating my sound that way. Um, and it's always a good touch. Like not like the hook of "Now You're Mad Extra" when I say, "Damn, I didn't did too much," and she come right behind me with the too much.
Hmm.
When "Okay, Let Me Reflect," how she's like talking to me
Yep.
on "Okay, I Know Who My Twin Flame Is," how she's like talking on the first half. I really would just like would love to be in a group with a woman. You feel me? Just like always have like that vocal there. So on some like Diggable Planets type shit, if I had to compare myself.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good pull. And
Oh,
a tip for people listening to as of now, what I started doing, I was doing as of now one for one with Kelly Moonstone's New Moon.
yeah.
And it felt like two parts of a conversation. Like it felt like the story from both ends?
No, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kelly Moonstone had vocals on the bonus track that didn't get finished. Uh, that's funny.
She's one of my absolute favorites right now, man. I can't get away from it. Um,
Oh, she's really talented.
and yeah, it makes sense. For what this album is and what
She
that
got
album.
she do has a vocal on the album on a YL song when before my verse it's a woman say okay take two and
Oh,
that
that's her.
yeah
That's
that's Kelly. That's
that's
Kelly.
awesome. Shout out. That's great. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, do the Moonstone Jah-Monte
I
experience.
fuck with Kelly because Kelly got me backstage passes to the No Name show in Chicago. To the No Name, Navy Blue, and I can't think of who else was there. I remember she called me like, "Yo, you in Chicago?" Or I call her like, "Yo, you in Chicago? I'm going to the No Name shit." She's like, "Yeah, I'm there. I'm performing." I'm like, "Yo, give me a ticket. Give me the backstage pass." And she got
Backstage.
me it, and I said, "Yo, this is my people.
Sneak me on the guest list. That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, that was
Crazy.
crazy.
That's awesome. But yeah, shout out to that. That's dope. Kay, do you have any other conclusions? Any other questions in conclusion?
No, no.
Beautiful, beautiful album. Lex Records is a legendary place. Um,
Yo, they archive is crazy. We
Crazy.
went to their we went to their office. They got a studio in their office. Me and Ray was over there for like a week, going to their office for like a week straight. Like we getting lunch. We out that motherfucking smoking. I mean Turkish food.
Eating biscuits.
We eat biscuits. We eating all kind of like London, England shit, bro. We in the stu- we in the studio, bro. We got so many producers coming through. It's crazy, bro. And then it's like we
I'm
was
like,
filming a lot of content. We was going to pubs.
you could. I was scrolling through their like Bandcamp archive, just like doing a slow whistle. Like god damn, so much cool shit. So the
You know what's crazy?
keep
I'm
it bright.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I remember listening to Bishop Nehru and Doom album.
Crazy Neru Doom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, it's just
Crazy.
like so full circle. I remember my homie putting me on the Danger Doom album. And it's like, bro, both of these albums that I fucked with heavy came out under Lex. And it's like, no, I have a
Born
problem.
Like This was out under Lex too, right?
Yeah, it was. They got it in a archive, bro.
That might be my favorite Doom cover, of all the Doom covers. That album. Oh boy, that's
Shit
good.
is crazy.
But yeah, so that's I'm so happy for you to join that, be a part of that legacy. Um, and yeah, either the future's bright, cop the Jah-Monte. We want to go to recommendation corner. This is where we just share what we're listening to. Um, and
Yeah.
it'll be fun to get into it. Um, okay, so Dream Life by Marta Del Grande.
Okay.
Beautiful album. And people think I'm fancy, that I know lots of music. I just pay hearingthings.co money, and they're some of the best music writers rolling. So
Fire.
hearingthings.co, Cinema Sci, Dylan Green, part of that
I'm doing
situation.
an event with him February 21st in Brooklyn. We
Real
watching
notes.
we watching the movie ATL, sponsored
Real
by
notes.
Lex. What up? So everybody come through. Bring
Yep.
mad grabber before we start. The doors open at 6, so I need everybody outside 5:30. Everybody grabber and water. Somebody bring me a chopped cheese with some barbecue sauce, and we out. We out there. I'm
We
probably shoot a video.
we've been on Real Notes. It's a fabulous time. That's
How was it?
It was fabulous. He's amazing. He's a great.
Was it
Uh,
in the event space or over the
oh no,
phone?
it was just we were just guests. We didn't do the live event. That sounds amazing, but yeah. And ATL, I've been waiting for the right time to have my kid watch it.
Yeah.
That was
Every day is the right time.
that was real wild because so I was in the army, okay, in
Yeah.
2000. My best friend Al Robinson was from Southeast Atlanta,
Yeah.
and he would tell me all this shit. And you'd be like, it's real competitive in the roller skate. I'm like, that sounds
City
ridiculous.
real, bro. He
I
told
can't
they were the city real.
I can't even put
Yeah.
competitive roller skating. What are you talking about? Like roller skating places are where we throw kids' birthday parties in New England. Like it's not, you know, I just couldn't fathom it. I watched
Wow.
ATL and was like, oh, this is what he was talking about. This is
Yeah.
the world he is talking about. Um,
A real
so
down
it was
south
great.
shit.
Great too. But yeah, that album is dope. Everybody should check out Side Eye by AJ Suede. He I love when AJ Suede is just like producing it himself, doing all the shit himself. This one is totally different. There's really like no samples. It's just him dealing with sounds and getting into his music theory shit and really going crazy. So I don't know. I really love that. Um, yeah. So those are two of mine. What's a third here that I was gonna get into? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with Royal Flush, Ghetto Millionaire. Been going back in
Okay.
time.
Mm.
Okay.
This is some Royal Flush. Man, New
Okay.
York has those like classic albums from a person, and it was just, you just can't top it, man. Just
You
kind of
remember Sadat X Wild Cowboys?
yes, I loved Wild Cowboys.
Diamond D.
That
I
album.
remember it's just like, yo, my shit had to sound like that. If your beats don't sound like Wild Cowboy, Diamond D, and all that, it's just like, bro,
There's
we can't.
people that like it. I think Sadat X has the most recognizable voice in hip hop. Like,
I fuck with his voice heavy. That's why I be fucking with my voice. It's certain people.
yeah, it is.
How do you think about, how do you feel about my new voice?
I I've always loved your voice. I've always
Okay.
loved your voice.
Yeah, I
Um,
see.
it's different. It's like
But can you tell the difference of my regular voice and how I rap now?
yes, yes, definitely. There's a difference. My son Keith, he was in the car. He was like, he's 12. He's like, I'm gonna play you the song, Dad. Have you heard of this song? And he plays it. I swear, 3 seconds in, before the rapping starts, just a little kind of talky talk, and I'm like, you play me Kevin Gates?
Oh, oh no. Oh no.
You trying to surprise me with Kevin Gates? Like, you can't surprise me with Kevin Gates.
I always try to put you on Kevin
I was
Gates.
writing about Kevin Gates before you were born. So that was a funny time, you know. But yeah, shout out to him learning what's going on. So, um, yeah, you've been doing good. So those are my suggestions. DJ Ray, what have you been listening to?
Oh shit. I was just looking at my 2026 replay so far. It's been pretty much like all Chicago emo music and like as of now, of course, I've been playing that since it dropped so I could hear it on the other side. Sometimes it's nice to hear it on the other side a couple times. Um, but yeah, I just got into this band called the Lawrence Arms. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I love
So
that band name though. That's awesome.
yeah, they have a huge catalog. So I think one of their songs came up and I started digging it. I'm an album person, so I'd
Yeah, me
like to
too.
take in
Yeah.
albums as I come across them. Them and Jawbreaker as well. So yeah,
Do you have
that's
a favorite Lawrence Arms album where people could start?
um I like
Others are pretty good.
Metropole. Yeah, I like Metropole. I think it's like 10
Oh
years,
yeah.
but
What
it's
is
like maybe I want to say that's like 10 or 15 years into their lineage. So their core fans might be like, man, they suck then. But like, then it spoke to me. I liked it.
yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
good. Um, Lord Jah-Monte Ogbon, what do you listen to, man?
I'm listening to, let me push it down real quick. I'm listening to Wakai Away Game Volume 2, Money Man Predator, Trouble and Mike Will Made It, Edgewood album, Rest in Peace Trouble, Concept Jackson HTR Volume 1, Shad the God, City of God. I'm listening to Matt Martians. I love Matt Martians. Matt Martians, if you hear this, please tap in with me. Broski, please. Damn, bro, you make it hard for people to find you, bro.
Right, right.
Damn. I love Yaya Bay album, Do It Afraid. Yaya Bay, if you
Praise.
listen to this,
Yeah.
please fuck with me, shawty. Your ass turn.
Yeah.
Rock Marcy 656. I
656.
listened
Great.
to Ari Lennox for the first time. Her shit fire.
Oh, I love Ari Lennox. Yeah. I love her songwriting. Yeah.
Uh,
The
Gunna album, Wonder.
wanna. All right.
I can only listen to Gunna's old music. I listen to a lot of podcasts, so the Welcome to Dairy podcast was
Yeah.
phenomenal. Um, I listen to a lot of Nation of Islam stuff. I
Yep.
listen to a lot of 5% stuff, a lot of Pan-African stuff.
We
Um,
always we always reference our Yaya Bay interview episode as a real high point. Like she brought it. She was
Yaya
big.
Beta go.
She was like, and when we got off, when we stopped recording, we just started talking about 80s R&B, and she was like teaching 80s R&B lessons to us. We were like, this rules.
A great
Uh,
episode, phenomenal
yeah,
episode.
phenomenal.
I'm
So
definitely about to go listen to that.
that shit is amazing.
Have you heard her song Spin Cycle?
Because it's about Do It Afraid. Yeah. No, Spin Cycle. I got to tell her,
Bro,
like, Spin
bro,
Cycle felt like the
bro,
story of me falling in love with my wife. Like, in a
bro.
way. Because
That
you
be
know,
the type, that
I,
be like the level of writing, you know what I mean?
yep,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that be the shit that we trying to make people feel like that when we write. It's just like,
Right.
yo, Spin Cycle or her song Choice about
Yep.
her dad.
Yep. Yep. Oh no, I was
What did
yeah.
she say on Choice? She said, I ain't been having talks with God for what he took away. I miss my dad. I miss my mom. What the fuck did she say, bro?
Ugh.
It's like, yo, she went so crazy, and it's like, yo, Yaya Bay is the GOAT.
Is that the word she said? Like, but like the love that you had is like I'm the last remnant of it, basically, something like that.
On
Like,
Choice
yeah,
or
I
that
think that was
album?
on Choice. Yeah. But I don't know. She's yeah, amazing. So people should all check out Yaya Bay for real.
Yo,
Um,
she got another line where she said my pretty much like my dad died and the world didn't stop. And it's just like, yo.
yeah.
Like, yo, like my life is so real right now, but real life is still going on. It's just like, yo, people gotta learn how to write.
No, and I told her like I don't consider her music like trauma music. I
Yeah,
consider her like a therapist for me.
for
Like
real.
when I
Mhm.
put on Yaya Bay music, she talks me through shit. Like, and I'm like, that's the way I should do it.
Bro,
You know? Yeah.
catching the bus.
Crazy.
I'm gonna miss you, baby. I gotta let you go. I have to let you, bro. I can teach a class on Yaya Bay shit
We
to
need
where
that.
it's just like I hear records like that and like not in this like instance, but records like that would like inspire me to like write some like real vulnerable, heartfelt shit because it's just like when I hear a record like that, I'm like, oh my God. Or like a no name window, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Window.
no
Oh,
name second verse on window. It's like, yo, I named my song So You Really Don't Miss Me after that song. She has a line on that record, so it's like, so you really don't think about me, so you really don't miss me. And it's just like, bro.
yeah, no.
When I listen to No Name, I have to look around the people who's not in the room and be like, yo, do y'all hear this? Like,
And
this is like,
that's like one of the things I don't like about there's like a baddie economy now where
yeah,
you see it and you see like, people the biggest thing you could talk about is like Cardi B's outfit on SNL or something like that. And you're like, but
yeah,
like the people we just listed, they're writers, dog. Like they fucking write. Like they break shit down. They get to human emotion better than other people do.
for real.
Get to human situations, scenarios better than other people do. And you should respect the pen. You know what I mean? Um, you
That's a,
know?
you know, Star with two H's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. You're right.
Like, what in
It's
the world?
you got to respect it. And I think there's one
Her
of the
pen is
people
crazy.
that's coming end of this month in who I really love in ST Nax crew, China Beijing is dropping.
I found out about her yesterday.
Yeah. She's
She
got
is intense.
an album that I really loved. What's it called? I put it online here. The Ninth Wonder with Rod
I got.
Roche. That
I have
shit's
to listen
nasty.
to it.
I love that shit. Yeah. Check
You know
that.
who you should interview if you haven't already?
Good talk to
A rapper called Najiri Earth.
Jerry Irv.
Yeah. Yes.
Najiri Earth. Najiri Earth is the sister on 8 Mile. She's rapping. She got the head wrap on when they in the parking deck when Eminem pulled homie feet and he fall on the car.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
it's a woman on there when you walk when the scene starts and like and what's his name? Future. He tapped Eminem like, yo, it's that time. You feel me? You remember that scene? He
Mhm,
tapped
mhm.
Eminem like, yo, it's that time. And Eminem kind of like nervous on some scary shit. And then when he walking up, it's a woman rapping. She like calls the furious, the ball, the put it dog. She like killing the crazy flow. Yo, her name is Najiri Earth. She's the GOAT, bro. She got some of the best lyrics I've ever heard in my life. Excuse me. She got a record called Breathe. I don't know. Write that down. Save that. Not Jerry Earth. Breathe.
Here we
She's
go.
like rapping about like she's rapping about how you need how like breathing through pregnancy, and then
Mhm.
she's rapping about how Trayvon Martin couldn't breathe, or
Damn.
it's just like bro, this is like some of the best shit I've ever heard in my life, and
Is
she's
it?
real.
Oh, okay.
She
Is
real
it
underground.
NJERI?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. She real underground. So it's just like she not going on the radar. She not doing this and doing that to like push her shit forward. Like she got kids and all that, but she really fly from
Mhm.
Detroit on some real rap shit. Like, yo, if you could interview her,
Oh, I would love that shit. That would be.
bro, her shit is really next level writing. Like that's like I don't know, like better than Shakespeare.
I
If we
found this album on a Bandcamp called Mother Tongue.
Mother Tongue is the best album in the world, bro.
Dog, the cover is crazy.
Bro, you see how she coming.
Crazy. I'm so into this. I'm so into this.
Bro, you see what she's stepping on and what she's
Yep.
choking
Yep.
out.
Yep. Yep. I'm with it.
Listen, some of the best lyrics you ever hear in that album, bro.
Appreciate that. This is what recommendation quarters for, Kay.
Oh,
This is
Yo,
what we're doing. And
the line on that hook said they stray far away from the mother tongue.
whoo, yeah, it's loaded, it's ready. I'm gonna say, I also want to say, shout out to Keith, who tore my heart out last week. We had
oh,
one of the greatest battles in the history of NBA fantasy. My team versus his team, and he beat me by like 10 points or
yeah.
something horrendous.
Damn.
Um, that son of a bitch. But it
Oh,
was right down to the wire. It was a beautiful time.
and
Beautiful.
you're still winning it, the league. So
Still number one. But you have to give people hope.
Yo,
Um,
can I get something off so I don't got to do it on social media?
yeah, do
yeah,
it. Do it.
Yo, fuck all y'all in my comments, bro. Fuck all y'all on the YouTube channel talking about this and that. Yo, if you a paying supporter, I hear you. Let me just say this. All my paying supporters, say whatever the fuck y'all want to say.
Right.
At a rapid pace, any time of the day. You can message me, email me, Facebook, anything. Speak your piece. But if you're just a regular, like just walking by, commenting, like leaving your opinion, like, bro, get out of here. From the people on my YouTube. And it's this hater on my YouTube. I don't even know his name. I wish I could know his name. Like, who are you, bro? Who are you? Like, reveal yourself, bro. Like, no. Like,
It's
we
amazing.
giving time for it today. All you motherfuckers on Instagram, bro, we talking about because I rap with a high voice now, I sound like Kevin Hart. Fuck you, bro. I don't, I don't sound shit like Kevin Hart, bro. I don't look like Kevin Hart. And to everybody agreeing with him, fuck y'all, bro. Because I don't delete comments. But if I did, I would delete every single one of these comments, bro.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't even want.
I when I
Nah, nah,
first
nah, 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 nah. Hold up, bro.
right, go
Fuck
ahead. You got
y'all, bro. Like, yo, like, fuck y'all, bro. Like, what y'all get out of this, bro?
I love
Like,
this.
come on. And then to I want to tell this one guy,
Mhm.
paying for ads is not paying for bots. Are you fucking stupid, bro?
Right, right. No, I'm with you.
Just because I'm paying for a like sponsored ad, I don't mean I'm buying my music, bro. Like you're listening to for too much Lucian conspiracies, bro. Fuck you,
Right.
bro. Fuck all y'all.
Well,
Fuck
yeah.
that nigga on the outro of the album.
Right.
Fuck the person who on the ad libs to So You Really Don't Miss Me. And I'm done.
I mean, it's we I talked to some people about this. Like,
Please.
there's people who have kind of never had to make a business decision before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing against that shit. People live how you live, right? But if you've never had to make a business decision, I don't know why you would be coming at people who make business decisions, second guessing their business decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, what are you doing? You're out of your you're out of your league here. What is going on?
Again, unless you're like a real supporter, I just don't. I'm not open to criticism from
Yeah.
people on the internet. Um, in that sense, I'm kind of thrown off. I'm not far removed from building a platform. So I'm still kind of like in that stage of like, nah, fuck that. Who the
Yeah.
fuck you talking to?
Yeah.
Who you talking to? So it's like
I had to
people
build
been
a
going OD crazy. All right, I'm done.
I had to build a mechanism in my brain that was like a full on listen to your criticism, right? Fully engage in it. But if I start to pick up on the notion that you don't understand what my mission was, I just shut it
Exactly.
off. And I'm no longer
Exactly.
listening. Like
You don't know what I want to do with my
gates
craft.
closed. Right. So I'm like, some people know what you're trying to get to, and they're like, you could actually, save time by doing this or do it better by going here. Cool. I'm always open to that. But if you're like,
Exactly.
if you're like, I didn't like that character was mean. I'm like, he's a bad guy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That shit happens a lot. So, yeah, I empathize. I don't really read a lot of the comments. So I'm living well. Yeah, shout out to the people.
I fuck with you, bro.
I appreciate it.
What will tomorrow bring? What will tomorrow